Hi, I'm William Holt and you're watching Sport and Icons.
So after the huge announcement that Frank Warren, shoulder roll, and Tyson Fury had, where they're going to make a huge announcement about what's next for Tyson Fury, only to announce absolutely nothing, well, Tyson Fury, he spoke to TalkSport, and TalkSport asked him the question that should have been asked in that Frank Warren interview by that fella, which is, if you're retired, are you going to give up the WBC belt? Is what Tyson Fury had to say. No, I'm not going to give it up because I've got 12 months. I'll just keep it as long as possible. I'll keep that in my pocket as long as I want. I'm not holding this division up because I own it. This is my division. Tyson Fury's statement. Well, it's not your division because you've got one belt. Usyk has 3. So I guess Usyk owns the division. Now, what does this really tell us? Well, this tells us what I've been telling you for quite a while now. Tyson Fury announcing his retirement is just another lie on top of the many other lies that he keeps on lying about. Of course he's not retiring. Why would you retire? Now he can come out and say things like, well, the only way I want to get back into the ring is if I'm going to be paid a whole load of money and I don't need any more money. If I fight, then it's just going to be for money, and that's greedy. I'm not a greedy person. I'm content to drive around in my Passat. These are the kind of things Tyson Fury was saying. But yet he never vacated the WBC belt. Why? Because he's been lying about retiring. Which is good. Because I don't want him to retire. I want to see him fight for Undisputed. I do. But if he's not going to fight for Undisputed, and if he's not going to fight again, then why keep the belt? For what reason? Because when Lennox Lewis retired, guess what he done? He gave up the belt. Did he not? So many other champions who retired as champions, they gave up the belts. That solidifies your retirement. That solidifies that when you say you're going to retire, you're not lying. Now, for him to say that he owns that belt, yes, he is correct. And yes, does he have to give it up? No, of course he doesn't have to do it. Of course he doesn't. And yeah, he is right. He does have about 12 months until he must defend that belt. But are the WBC going to strip him? No, of course not. The WBC don't really strip people unless they don't like them. Much like they never did with Deontay Wilder, even though Wilder kept fighting trash can after trash can. So they're not going to strip him for it. And he has the right to have a voluntary defence. He has the right to not have a fight until he's mandated. And currently there is no WBC mandatory challenger. Which is why I said beforehand it'd be great if the WBC did that tournament. That 8-man tournament with their top 8. Put them into a tournament. Get it done over the next 12 months. Winner fights Tyson Fury. There's his mandatory. I mean, that would make more sense. But at the same time, if he did end up retiring, there's a talk around town that Mauricio Sulaimán, the WBC president, has an agreement with Don King to elevate the WBC Cruiserweight World Champion Ilunga Makabu and elevate him to full WBC World Heavyweight Champion. That would suck a nut, wouldn't it? It really would. So anyway, that is Tyson Fury's statement. He's retiring. He's retired, but he's keeping hold of the belt. That means he's not retired, for anybody who doesn't understand that. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.